So I mentioned these supplements that seem to be helping me at the moment, and it could be placebo. It's really too early to tell, but I mean, I didn't expect them to work, so I don't think it's a placebo. But maybe part of me was hoping enough that it still had the placebo effect. But the way I found out about them was sort of looking around a bunch of different places, finding a few different websites that seem geared towards ADHD and some medical sites that mention certain supplements, whether it was what that worked for kids or whatever. And I basically bought a few different things, and I've since found a nice rundown of all of them on Attitude that seem to work. So I'm going to go through a few of them now. Now, obviously, remember, supplements are something that should never take place of a well-balanced and varied diet, but you could be in a situation where there are certain foods that you can't eat or you don't necessarily want to eat because maybe you're vegetarian or vegan and you're finding it hard to find a good source of omega-3 or something like that. And speaking of omega-3, now what they do say is there have been some studies that seem to show that there is a small benefit to omega-3, although his personal experience from his clinical experience is that there isn't any impressive benefit. So maybe there's a mild benefit just because people are somewhat deficient, and being deficient in anything can cause any sort of problems. Maybe they're just not functioning. Now, I got omega-3, not because of this particular one, but because it helps with a various number of things. And I am currently trying to lose a little bit of weight, so I know I'm not getting as much of the minerals I would. The next they mention is zinc, which is one that I'm not taking, although I think I should, especially seeing as it says that it caused nearly a 40% reduction in the amount of stimulant required. So imagine that, you could take almost half the amount of meds and basically have a similar effect to what you get now. Worth trying. Vitamin D, especially if you live in the UK through the winter, should be something that you do anyway. So I would definitely take that, although they say that it doesn't necessarily affect people ADHD directly either, although I think if you are deficient, it could have, again, negative consequences. Iron is another one they say is crucial for ADHD. A lot of ADHDers have low iron levels. I don't, so it's not one that I take myself. Magnesium can apparently calm hyperactivity and agitation and help with sleep, and I'm taking that. Anyway, I hope that helps or gives you something to think about. If you're interested, I will grab some of my vitamins and show you the ones I'm actually using.